So we are really close to facing the Paintress in game. So I wanted to react to her music before we actually get to the boss. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and listen to Paintress. It is almost 9 minutes long, so it is a longer one. But yeah, I'm very excited to hear this song and see if there's any other motifs that are reused that I'm familiar with. So let's get to it. I like that the vocalist, there's like some delay happening here and there. That's really nice. There's a bit of a slower build up, but I'm definitely liking where it's heading. I was hearing a couple of very short motifs that were familiar to me. Let's keep listening. This is sounding really cool so far. I really like those harmonies that we've got here for the vocals. That's so pretty. And yeah, this definitely feels like a boss theme just based on the other boss music and battle music that we've heard in game for Clair Obscur. I know that we technically tried to fight the Paintress before, but she was just kind of curled up into a ball and wasn't even attacking, and our attacks weren't doing anything to her. So she was very much like in her own world of loneliness and sadness. So very curious to learn more about Paintress, like who she really is, and more about her lore, like what is her connection with Renoir and the rest of his family, you know what I mean? So we haven't gotten there yet, but I think soon we will. And I'm super excited to find out more about her and how this whole thing started, right? All right, let's keep going. Ooh. Oh, nice tremolo. Extended techniques. I gotta pause it right there. Dude, when those strings came in, the like that kind of really cool, I guess they'd be considered a swell, but like those notes is so dramatic and I absolutely love it. That was a really great transition. I do know because we did face Renoir at like that mansion place, there were specific moments in the music that happened when it was Renoir's turn to attack versus when it was our party's turn to attack. So I'm wondering if something similar is happening here, where the music, when we have the transitions, but the different kind of sections are outlining which side is actually, you know, attacking and has their turn at the moment. So again, really genius way to write music. I honestly never even thought about kind of changing things up and sectioning it out to where it's different based on who is attacking. Like, I think that's so genius. So I have a feeling this is going to be similar. Wow. I love this. Major chord. Again, I am hearing a bit of distortion in this track as well, but I feel like it's not as bad as Un Vie à T'aimer, but I will say there are some amazing moments in this. And I feel like there's gotta be something going on between like Mael and Verso. The way that Verso looks at Mael is very sus, and obviously he hasn't revealed everything. Like, we know the connection between him and Renoir, but we don't really know the full story for sure, because the way he looks at Mael, I'm like, there's something going on. And it makes me really wonder what Mael's connection could be to Verso and, you know, Renoir and that entire family, right? Try to make predictions the best I can. And one thing that I'm thinking of is that Alicia might have had red hair before. One thing that I'm thinking of is that like Alicia, Renoir, Verso, technically they all have white hair now. So their hair was differently colored before that event, right? And so it makes me wonder what Alicia's hair color was originally. I have a feeling her hair color was red, and that would be a great hint as to what her relationship could be to Mael, right? So I don't know. We still have no idea what the actual relationship is, if there is one. I'm assuming there's going to be one. Personally think that Mael is part of that entire family somehow, but we haven't had that revealed yet, so I'm not sure. It'd be really cool to have Alicia basically don the exact same red color as Mael. And we don't realize that until much later on because she's been sporting the white hair, which just happened, right? As part of that event that happened in the game. So I think that's a really cool way to be like, oh, wait, you know, here's the twist, but we'll see. I'm really liking this track so far. We've got a little bit less than 3 minutes left, so let's keep going. beautiful. That's Aline's melody. Oh. No, using Aline's melody that exclusively makes me definitely think there's a connection there. I have listened to Aline's music. We watched the music video with Alice singing it and everything, but we don't really know who Aline is. And it makes me wonder if Paintress is possibly Aline, especially because we have Aline's melody happening here towards the end. So there could maybe be a sort of reveal or backstory lore, dive where we learn more about the Paintress, who she really is, and it's possible that she might be Aline, which makes sense as to why Aline's melody is in this track, right? Wow, man, Aline's music is so beautiful. Like, I love that melody. Alice did a beautiful job singing it, so it's really nice to hear it again in this track as well. But yeah, let's keep listening. Full on Aline melody here. Wow, yeah. I mean, that pretty much solidified it for me. Like, they went even further into Aline's melody, basically played the entirety of Aline at the end of the Paintress. So, pretty sure the Paintress is actually Aline. We just don't really know who Aline is, though, either. So, it doesn't really spoil too much in that regard. But there has to be a connection between Maëlle and the rest of them. Like, there just has to be. The way that Alicia kind of looks like her, has the same colored eyes as her, and everything. But yeah, I have to keep playing to find out more, and hopefully we'll be able to finish Clair Obscur in the next couple days. Yeah, super excited to learn more. Please don't spoil. Hopefully I'll actually know by the time this video is released, but just in case, try not to spoil things in the comments, especially for other people that might be playing and taking their time to really absorb the environment and the lore and everything. So I'm super excited to learn more just about this entire plot and where the twists are going to be. I am curious if Maëlle's theme is actually in Paintress as well. I have not listened to Maëlle's music yet, So I might actually listen to it soon just to see if I can pinpoint any similarities between that music track and Paintress as well. All right, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe. It tells YouTube that you enjoy my content and you want to see more of it. And of course, if you'd like to get early access to these types of videos, feel free to take a look at my membership tiers. I have different perks depending on the level that you subscribe at. You can get the early access, you can get your suggestions prioritized, and you can get your names in these videos like these amazing people right here. So feel free to check it out. Today's video is a little bit doom and gloom because it's actually raining here, which is very unusual. That's why the video looks a little bit darker, but I think it actually kind of works for the Paintress. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next week for another one. Bye.